everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Chevrolet of Princeton in Lawrenceville, New Jersey to check out Chevy's largest SUV behind me. This is a brand new 2025 Chevy Suburban. This is the base LS trim with four-wheel drive. The color Lakeshore Blue Metallic. We have a jet black cloth interior. So if you are looking for a full-size behemoth SUV like this, but you don't want to spend $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 on one of these Suburbans, maybe this LS trim, which is a lot cheaper, even though by today's standards it's still expensive, but maybe the LS trim for less money would be the way you'd want to go. You could let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this Suburban LS in the Lakeshore Blue, and as we come in a little bit closer to the front end, and it's one big front end on the Suburban, we have a full spread of LED lighting across the front, including the turn signals, gloss black on the front grille with the chrome and the Chevy badge right in the middle. We have flat black on the lower part of the grille, functional side air curtains on this Suburban LS. And as we come around to our wheel and tire setup on the Suburban, you're going to get the 18-inch silver aluminum alloy wheel with the Chevy badge on the center cap. Now these wheels are wrapped in Michelin Primacy all-season tires, 265 on the width, the 65 series sidewall, 18s, all four corners, four-wheel drive. We do have adaptive damping, all four corners, and a mechanical limited slip diff out back in this four-wheel drive behemoth. Of course, you can get this in rear-wheel drive to save yourself some money. As we move in closer, we have this Suburban in silver right there on the front door. Side view mirrors, color match side view mirror caps, no LED turn signals, but we do have 360-degree view cameras, color match front and rear door handle, the fuel filler cap on the left side, and then up top, a massive roof that's color matched with aluminum roof rails, no sunroof. That's a lot of real estate for no sunroof. And then as we swing around to the rear end of this Suburban, we have the roof spoiler coming off the top with the wiper tucked up underneath the roof spoiler. We do have separate glass and tailgate functionality, and then we have the gloss black with the Chevy badge in the middle, Suburban right underneath that. And then we have a full spread of LED lighting in the back of this Suburban. That middle panel is the tow hitch. We'll talk about those numbers when we check out the engine. And our exhaust is tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 25 Suburban LS, and we have Chevy's 5.3-liter V8 engine mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission, 355 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque, up to 7,500 pounds of towing as configured. However, you can add the max trailering package, which will get you up to 8,300 pounds of towing capacity. MPGs, 14 in the city, 19 on the highway, 16 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, this baby does not have any options. So everything I'm about to show you is standard equipment for the LS base trim. So pricing wise, 25 Suburban four-wheel drive LS, $65,000 even. We then add in a destination and delivery charge of $1,995 from Chevy's Arlington, Texas assembly plant. We have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $66,995. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. Black soft touch material across the top with some stitching, then some chrome and some faux wood trim in here, but it does look good. Gloss black around your chrome door handle. We have a nice soft armrest with the stitching, flat black on the switchgear, but no power fold mirrors on this base trim. We have a smaller pocket up here, a really large door pocket down below, standard audio system into the footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time, stationary running boards to help you get in this big vehicle. Seating wise, we're going to have full power with lumbar for the driver and the front passenger, then jet black cloth, simple design, but we have soft on the bolstering and firm on the headrest. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. As we move on over to the dash, we're going to have hard black, nope, soft touch up here, more soft touch here, more of this faux wood design into the air vent with the chrome. And then down below, if I can reach, we have a nice large glove box. Now, as we come on over to the infotainment screen, we have a 17.7-inch infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. It is angled slightly towards the driver, by the way. Great pinch to zoom capability right here. No sweat there. And then you have your widgets across the top. So we have our Bluetooth, our phone, our maps. We can go to music. And we have right now we have Sirius XM up on the music. But you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, Google News, Alexa, and podcasts. So they have you set for that. Then you can go to your home screen where you can configure what you may want to have up here. And you can go across this way. You got a little swipeability there. We have dual panel action, which is always nice. Then you got your home base button where you have all of your apps. So you have your vehicle status, My Chevy, to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone, Google Assistant, Play Store, your trailering settings. So we can set up the trailer. You have your light test, your checklist right there. So they got you all set there for that. Then you have your auto park assist, where this is going to help you get in and out of a parking space, either parallel or head in or back in. And in this big vehicle, it probably, you could use that kind of help. But we'll get out of this. There we go. And then we can zip over. We have our Wi-Fi hotspot, maps, phone, all that stuff. You have your climate control right here, where you can set this up either in the screen or down below. So they do have redundancy, dual climate, sync them together. We also have rear climate as well. So that's a good touch right there. And then we can go back here. But now if we go to reverse, we have a nice large backup camera. Even though it shrinks down, you have a good size backup camera with trajectory, right? And 360-degree view. And you can change your views over here to overhead, side, hitch view right there. When you want to hook up, or you can go back to your standard. So it's nice and easy. And then we can go back to park, and we're back to the beginning, and we'll get back to our map. And there we go. Now, down further, we do have four-way hazards, 2 heat and air vents. Underneath that, here are the dials for your climate control. Make it colder or hotter, right? You have you want to set it up on auto. Now, I set it up on auto, and it goes to max fan, and that makes it like a freezer in here. So I'm going to keep it on low speed. But we have max front defrost and rear defrost. Now, underneath that, you have a big area in here. Rubberized, so things won't slide around. USB-A, USB-C, but there's no wireless charging pad in here. It's just a big area for you to store things, and the push button start is hidden right behind the steering wheel. Now, we do have some gloss black in here, so be careful. We got 2 cup holders, and now we have our Suburban key fob. Here it is. Lock, unlock, remote start, pop the glass, or right here, you got your panic button, Chevy bow tie on the back. And then we have a mammoth center armrest, nice and soft. We can open this up, and we have a removable tray, more storage underneath with USB-C, USB-A. Suburban LS steering wheel, leather wrap wheel. Feels good, right width, got some stitching on it, looks nice. Chevy badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel. But I have plenty of room at 5'11" to get in and out of the Suburban. It's an enormous interior on this SUV. Now on the left side, you're going to have flat black. You're going to have adaptive cruise over here. And then on the right side, you're going to have your telephone, voice commands, music, controls for the digital dash. We do have paddles in case you want to go up and down this 10-speed automatic manually. On the left stalk, you're going to have your front and rear wiper, turn signals. On the right side, there's your gear shift. And then over here on the left, we got a whole bunch of action. So we'll start up here with your electric brake, lane keep assist on or off, parking sensors on or off, engine auto stop start on or off, traction control off, 360-degree view cameras on or off, park assist on or off. Here are the drive modes, as well as your 2-high, 4-high, and multi-terrain select for auto. And then here are the headlight controls right here, and brighten and dim the dash. Now, as we take a look at our drive modes, because they'll show up on the infotainment screen, we'll zip over here. We'll start with normal, sport, off-road, tow haul. So I think for today, we'll drive her on in normal. And then as we come on over, we have a fully digital dash right here. Looks really, really nice. That's your classic view. Then you have this view. Then you can bring your map on over to the dash side. And then you can have your, I call it adaptive cruise view. And then you have a clean view. And then back to our classic view. But I think I kind of like this one the best. Let me know what you think. An enormous overhead console. If you want your dome lighting to come on off, you open and close the door, this button remains off. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, LED, close the door, lighting dims out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. OnStar in case you want to talk to GM. No sunroof to show you. Framed rear view mirror with manual dimming function. And then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. Does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the mid row of this Suburban, but first the rear door panel looks exactly the same as the front, with the soft touch, with the faux wood, with the trim, the soft armrest. So I like the consistency of design front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position. We'll step up on the running board and grab the grab handle and pull ourselves in. Easy to get in. Plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". No problem at all. Now, I have cloth all the way down the back, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger, 2 cup holders right here for the back seat passengers. Then we have rear climate right here, which I do like in a base trim, 2 USB-Cs and a home power source. So they have you set there. Your heat and air vents are up in the roof of the vehicle. There it goes. Get those open in here so it cools down. And then the mid-row seats, same cloth with the very modest design, but they do feel good for base seats. And then we also have an armrest with semi-soft, 2 big cup holders. So for this mid-row, we got 4 cup holders for the mid-row. And so far I got 2, 4, 6 cup holders in the Suburban. I'm not even in the back seat yet, or in the 3rd row yet, I should say. Getting in row number 3, pretty easy. We have this button right here. You can just hit it once, you hit it twice, and it's up and out of the way. Piece of cake. Now I can just walk right into row number 3, where I have the same cloth with the same design, nice and soft. In the back, I have a cup holder. I have a USB-C on the right side. And then over here on the left, I have a cup holder and a USB-C as well. So plenty of USB-Cs. I can hold 8 people comfortably. This seat is set pretty far back, this mid-row seat. And look at all the room I have. Knees are a bit high, but not bad. Plenty of room for my head. And again, the heat and air vents in the roof for the third row with some LED lighting. So even way back here, I can stay comfortable with the heat and air, and I got plenty of room. And now, if I'm stuck back here because the guy up here in the mid row got out without letting me out, I got an emergency exit right here where I can pull this and pull it again, and it's up and out of the way, and then I can let myself out so I don't get trapped back here. Getting in the tailgate area of this Suburban, well, you can pop it from the key fob, or you can come to the back, and right underneath the N in Suburban, there's a button for the glass. You hit it, it pops, lift it on up. You can put something in, take something out, close the glass back up. So I always like that in the Suburban. Now, if you want to get the whole tailgate open, that button is down here, right above the bumper. You hit it and lift up. Manual tailgate, but it is pretty light for a big vehicle. With all rows up, 41.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Suburban. It is enormous. Now, come on into the back. We do have our carpeted floor mats right there. Underneath here, we do have more storage all the way underneath there. Tools and a jack, because underneath the vehicle behind the tow hitch is where your full-size spare is. So thank you, Chevy, for the spare. Then we have some tie downs back here on either side. And we have a home power source for power, so that's cool. But as you can see, that's a long way to drop the third row. So even on an LS, I would like to see them put a power fold third row seat in at least for the Suburban, because I'm 5'11", I'm reaching all the way in, and I can't get that third row down. So to get the third row down, I'm going to have to climb in the back. And I'm going to have to pull these and let them drop down. Pull these, let them drop down. Now that I'm out, I have a lot more space in the back, and it's a ton. But if I want the mid-row down too and get max space, I got to go around to each door. And from here, you just have to hit this, and they go down flat as a flugey. And then we can go around to the other side. Pull this button once, flattens out, and now, with the third row and mid-row down, 144.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Suburban LS. Window sticker, here we go, 25 Suburban four-wheel drive LS Lakeshore Blue Jet Black. Standard equipment, left to right. Base price, no options, delivery $66,995. Fuel economy estimates. Safety ratings, most of them not done yet. Made by Chevy in Texas. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 25 Suburban LS, and it's an enormous vehicle, but you know what? I got plenty of glass out of this vehicle, plenty of visibility, easily, huge side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that in here for safety, LED lighting up front and out back for safety as well. So I'm all set there. And I got really comfortable seats for base seats. These aren't half bad. Not half bad at all. And I got the 17.7-inch infotainment with the built-in nav, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. I got air conditioning with the climate control in the back as well. I got seating for 8. I got massive numbers on storage space in this huge SUV. So if you need room for the entire tribe and their friends to take them on a road trip across this great country, well, this Suburban's going to do it, but it's going to cost you some money on go-go juice, if you know what I'm saying. Because right now, we're full. And we have, when we started off, we had 530 miles to the tank. Now, if we do the math, this thing averages 16 miles to gallon in combined driving. So that would mean you'd need about a 33-gallon gas tank in here to get 530 miles that's showing up here. So it is an enormous gas tank. Even though it takes regular, to get range, you are trading volume for MPGs in this thing, because the MPGs are atrocious in this 5.3-liter V8. But it takes off beautifully. And the 10-speed shifts smoothly, and down the road we go. No problem at all. Piece of cake. And the suspension with the adaptive damping is so smooth. So smooth going down the road. It's just like floating on air. Wallows in the turns as you would expect in one of these big-time SUVs. But overall, you know, 67 grand if we round up. That's a lot of money for a vehicle. But for one in this class, the Mongo Mega class, the megalodon of SUVs, it is inexpensive when you come there. Because a Yukon, right, is a lot of money. The Escalade is an insane amount of money. And then you get into Navigator. We saw the Navigator Reserve at over $100,000. It doesn't take long to get a Suburban up over $100,000. And we're going to hit the turning radius here in a second. All right, now we're ready on the turning radius. Just going to let this guy come in the other way to get by me before we turn, because this, I don't think this is going to make it at almost 21-foot turning radius. I think we're going to have to K-turn this baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's not even close. You can't, we're not even in the garbage can range. We got to back it up. There's the garbage cans. All right. It's a Mongo car. SUV, truck, whatever it is. It's enormous. Ready? Let's go. You know what? Let's try sport mode, just for fun. Here we go. Sport and paddles. Here we go. Not bad. You know what? It shifts all right. I mean, it is a big car. Who needs to drive this in sport with paddles? I mean, come on. People are going to be driving this across the country with the Tribe in the back, right? So I'm not even going to bother with these paddles again. That's kind of silly, but they work. And down the road we go. Piece of cake. No problem at all. So you let me know if you're in the market for one of these mega full-size SUVs. Is the old tried and true Suburban, which has been in the Chevy lineup the longest of any other mark since, I believe, the 1930s. The Suburban mark has been in the lineup consistently without a break since then. I can't remember what actual date in the 1930s. If you guys want to look it up, put it in the comments. Go ahead and do that. But it didn't always start out as this Mongo SUV. I believe it started out as a wagon first, and then it morphed into this ginormous SUV after decades and decades of being in the lineup. And now we have this mega SUV as a Suburban. So you let me know if you're in the market for one of these. Is this tried and true Suburban with the 5.3 liter V8 the way you would rock and roll? Or are you going to go Yukon? You're going to go Escalade? You're going to go Navigator? You're going to go Expedition? You know, I mean, there's a lot out there, premium, non-premium. You let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Ciocca Chevy of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2025 Chevy Suburban LS 4-wheel drive in Lakeshore Blue for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.